What is up, everybody? It's Greg. Today I want to give you guys sort of a little breakdown of my thoughts about the upcoming King of the Table 7 that's coming this weekend, 24th of June. If you haven't already, you can get the pay-per-view. I'll try to link it in the description below. And yeah, I just want to talk about the matches. Not very many matches this time, just 3 matches, and I'm going to talk about them from the top to bottom in accordance with this this poster over here. So, first one is going to be between the legend Engin Terzi, needs no introduction in the world of arm wrestling, organizer of East vs West, multiple-time world champion in multiple weight categories, versus Coach Ray from Latvia, also a very big name in the arm wrestling scene, voice of arm wrestling. Typically Ray competes in around the 85 kilo category, and back when Engin was an active competitor, he usually hovered around the 75 to 80 kilo category. But at this event, they're going to be coming in a little bit heavier. Weight's not going to be all too important, but yeah, I would have to go with the crowd and say that the heavy favorite is going to be Engin, despite him not being in shape, or as he said, he's at about 80% of his 100% potential. Yeah, we last saw him competing when he tore his bicep at his own event in a super match versus Arytom Makarov. And before that, he was actually doing very well, already up 2-0, but unfortunately, due to his injury, had to pull out. Ray has been on a tear himself, you know, improving very steadily over the past couple of years. But yeah, I just wanted to reference this one very famous video that we saw sometime last year, between Ray and Engin Terzi at the side table. Of course, we all know that side table doesn't mean all that much, but just from this video alone, seeing Engin allow Ray to get into his hook and still doing pronation reps, as you can see from there, and just tearing him open. And this, mind you, is an out-of-shape Engin, recovering from surgery or whatever. And yeah, that is the amount of power that this man has. I would have to say it's gonna be a complete sweep for Engin, unless Ray really, I don't know, ups his dosages or whatever. I would say that this is a clean sweep for Engin Terzi. Next match, which I think is probably going to be one of the closest match of the night, is between Arytom Morozov, the man on the left, Arytom Steel Morozov, versus Corey West, the gorilla, on the right. Both guys very good on the left, have had really amazing wins recently. Morozov has had a very controversial win at the previous King of the Table between him and David Dadikian. If you would ask most arm wrestlers, they would not have considered Morozov to have been a winner in that one. Reason being is that David Dadikian actually was already 3-0 up against Morozov, but you know, Morozov managed to win the endurance battle and come back 4-3. And Corey West, off of his win against I want to say Ferd Osmanli at one of the previous East vs Wests, that was a close match as well. I believe it was 3-2 win for Corey West. A very close match. But I want to point your attention to their matches against Cody Merritt, which is the only person that has arm wrestled both of them. So just going to take a look at the first match between both of them. Corey West, Cody Merritt. Corey West on the left, Cody Merritt on the right. Cody Merritt was a former WAF super heavyweight left champion, and formerly undefeated on the left hand in America for a very long time. You can see first, ready, go. Very convincing, very easy win by Corey West, just basically taking that pronation, although losing his wrist ever so slightly, but still able to drive with the pronation and side pressure against Cody Merritt. That's very impressive if you take into consideration this next video that I'm going to show you, which is Cody Merritt versus Morozov. And the same thing, both of them are going to go, you're going to see them both go for an outside move, but after the go, you can see Morozov is struggling to even move Cody Merritt to his side. You know, did a couple of surges, but Cody still managing to hold that height, hold that riser in pronation for a very good amount of time before it eventually gassed out, and Morozov was able to take hand control and finally get the pin. But you can see that just from that first match alone, Corey West, at least for round 1, has that ever so much more side pressure, more hand control as compared to Morozov. So that might be one of the deciding factors. And we know that from his match versus Ferhat Osmanli that Corey West does not have an endurance problem. He can go the distance, and Morozov as well is known for coming back from, you know, seemingly lost matches, coming back against his David Darikian 3-0 to 4-3. So both of these guys, they have the power, they have the endurance, so it's going to be a very, very close match. I would say Corey is favored in the first couple of rounds, and Morozov probably favored in the latter half. But I'm just gonna throw a shot in the dark and say this is gonna be a win for Corey West 4-2. Yeah, just backing the gorilla for this one, just by virtue of his more powerful hand, I believe. And then finally, main event of the night, we have Devon Larratt and Dave Chaffee. These two guys have met before, but it's been several years now. I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm talking about back at WAL 504. This time, at this event, Devon was the winner. But I'm just looking at the first match. That surge from Dave Chaffee. You know, Dave is very, very known for having super powerful hits, especially for the first couple rounds. But you know, in recent matches, we have seen him, you know, sort of losing the longer game. His opponents have tended to be able to come back even off of losses in the first couple of rounds. You know, Gennady Kikvinia has done it, and you know, with the King of the Table rules with 6 rounds, I do think that this does not favor Dave at all. And looking at the shape that Devon has come in recently, especially against his recent match with Gennady, you know, it seems that he has upped his strength level a significant amount, such that, you know, that sort of flash pin by Dave might not necessarily be possible right now. And if Dave isn't able to flash pin Devon for the first couple of rounds, I don't really see a way for Dave to win this, especially with the running fouls rules, and you know, everything seems to be stacked against Dave very heavily. So as much as I'm a supporter of Dave, I'm gonna have to realistically say that this is gonna be a win for Devon. 6-0. I don't even think Dave is going to be able to take one match off of Devon, but you know, if he can, I will be very happy. I will be very surprised. But yeah, unfortunately, this is probably almost as much of a mismatch in my head as the Coach Ray versus Engin match. So yeah, going to be an exciting night right now as of recording this video, 23rd of June in Singapore. So it's probably a day or maybe a day and a half away until King of the Table 7. We'll see if my predictions come true or not. And yeah, let me know in the description, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be as mismatched as I do? Yeah, just let me know. And yeah, shout out to my East Side supporters as always. And yeah, giveaway still going on for the East Side cap. So all you got to do is join as a member, novice and above, on either my Coffee account or my Patreon account. And yeah, that's all for today. See you guys next time.